Welcome back to Talk of the Town. If you are an adult looking for something to do, then look no further than the Stoughton Public Library. I'm joined now by Sarah Buckery and Kelly Verheiden. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, Tristan.
Good to have you here. So as I understand, you're going to be talking about some arts and crafts activities or programming that's available to adults in the community. So how did that program, or how did the craft programming start at your library?
Well, it started with a 3-program series one summer about 4 years ago now, and it was so successful we decided to keep going with it.
Very cool. Very cool. So it's been going for a few seasons now, and you're doing well, and it's growing, I'm assuming.
Yes, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. And talk to us a little bit about who your programs are aimed at.
Our programs are aimed at adults and teens with an adult. So what we're trying to do is create a multi-generational program. So we've got adult moms and their moms, and then adult moms and their teens. It creates a really good mix and a lot of energy to the program.
So adult mom can bring her mom and then say, hey, this is pretty cool. I want to bring my daughter to this, or I want to bring my son to this, or something like that.
Exactly, and we have that quite frequently. We even had a dad bring his daughters.
Yeah.
They were adult. They were all adults. So.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So this isn't just for adults. When you say teens, I mean we can go, as young as 13 then.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, very cool. So talk to us a little bit about what goes on at Craft Club. What is it? A variety of activities? Are there different things that you can do?
Yeah, we try to keep it kind of open-ended, so everyone walks away with a slightly different project.
Okay.
We try to teach a technique as opposed to one craft wherever it all looks the same.
Sure.
So that way you learn something that you could take with you to create something at home.
So the idea is to educate so that people can do this type of thing at home.
Exactly. For example, when we did metal stamping, we cut up old tins, like cookie tins.
Okay.
And then some people brought forks, and we stamped all different things, turned them into jewelry or display pieces. It was really fun.
How do you do that? How do you do metal stamping? Talk to me about that.
Well, you have to have something to stamp onto,
Sure.
and we used old boards,
Okay.
broken shelving from the library.
Okay.
And then you just have a metal stamping kit.
Okay.
So it comes with like little dies, and then you hammer them all in to make different letters
Okay.
or different shapes. And the best part was everybody brought their own hammer, and they had tons of fun. It was really loud,
Oh, I'm sure.
but it was really
in
fun.
the library, loud in the library.
Loud in the library, in the basement.
Okay, so it was in the basement. It was in the basement. So you have a board? Is that what you said? Like a piece of wood then? Or?
Yeah, we were hammering onto wood.
Okay.
So you put the metal onto the wood, and then you hammer the die onto the top of it.
Oh,
and it
okay.
makes different letters or different shapes. And then they turn those into jewelry or just display pieces. Some people made forks that were stamped like eat cake.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Very cool. Very cool. So, talk to us. I want to know what this is. This is kind of an example of some of your or one of your more favorite or successful programs. Talk to us about what we have here.
Yeah. This is a garden stone that we do. We do
Okay.
garden stones every year. It's
Sure.
a very popular program and very inexpensive for us to produce, which
Sure.
is, libraries like to do things on the cheap.
Sure.
So we get donated broken ceramics from a local thrift store.
Oh, wow,
And then
okay.
we buy cement, and we get to put in our advertising, bring your own hammer, which
Yeah.
is always popular.
Okay. All right. So then it's you guys. The cement is then mixed, and then you pour it in there, and then you kind of press these items.
Yes.
And it looks
Yeah.
like there's a little car or a little teddy bear, a beheaded
I
teddy
think
bear.
it was a
driving car.
bunny at
Okay.
one point, which is why it ended up in our bin of broken things.
Got it.
Yeah,
So then you kind of just tap these things into this cement then
Yep.
that's kind of soft,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
while it's wet. And,
And
we
then-
mix a little extra water in so it doesn't dry too quickly.
Sure. So then you pull this out. Obviously, you want to pull this out of this thing,
Yep.
and then it goes in your garden, and you can have a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool and affordable as well.
Yes, yeah.
So, we're talking about all these different things that adults and teens can do. Why is this so important to the community, this crafting idea?
Well, it's good for a number of reasons in the community. It's a social activity, so
Sure.
people can come and do things and meet new people if they don't know anyone in town. It's free, so anyone can come. There's no barriers to the program.
It's that face-to-face contact that we all
Definitely,
need, that we're
yes.
kind of starved for nowadays.
Yeah. And it's been really successful for us, growing all the time.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
We're getting 15 to 20 people a program.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I hope it continues to grow for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sarah Buckery and Kelly Verheiden from the Stoughton Public Library, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll talk about a great place to buy some great kids apparel at a discounted rate. It's Talk of the Town here on CW57.